So let's go back to the topic of today's, our LBI. LBI stands for Linear Barkit Internal Driver. Without further ado, I'll let Vanessa walk you through this amazing Barkit.
Thank you, Karine. Okay, so LBI, our linear Barkit internal driver, is the most versatile fixture on the market. Why? Because you can use it firstly as a full retrofit, but you can also use it as a new fixture. What this means is, as a retrofit, you can retrofit anything going from troughers to vapor tights, wraps, high bays. You can do continuous runs or even retrofit utility strips. You can use it also as a completely new fixture, whether we're talking about commercial, industrial, warehousing. All these types of spaces can be actually done as new fixtures. What's very important is that this fixture, as a retrofit and as a new fixture, are both classified CETL US and are DLC premium.
Let's now talk about size. So the LBI comes in 2, 3, or 4 feet. The beauty of the LBI is that you can combine different sizes to accommodate your needs. So for instance, you could say, I'm going to take a 2-foot bar and a 3-foot bar, and I'm going to make it a 5-foot bar. So it's probably why they're calling the LBI the transformer, because you really get a new fixture depending on the sizes that you combine. Also, you can daisy chain the LBI up to 160 feet. Just to give you an example, that's 40 bars of 4 feet or 80 bars of 2 feet on one single power source. Here is an example of a continuous run that we've made in an archive center in Montreal about a year ago. In this example, 2,100 LBI of 4 feet were used in this project. And as you can tell, there is no appearance of gap of any kind.
Let's go over the composition of our bar. So we actually have aluminum extrusion as the base. Then we have our LED flex color board, and we have our polycarbonate lens, which has a 93% transmission rate, which means that if you look at the fixture, you cannot see those LED diodes. Just as a little point for what Karine was saying about the size, 2, 3, and 4 feet, it's important to mention that these bars are not exactly 48, 36, and 24 inches. They will be a little bit shorter to fit into existing retrofit fixtures. Flex, what does this flexible fixture mean? So we have flex color, flex watt, and flex controls all on this one fixture. Okay, as we see here, we have 3 color temperatures. So on each bar, you can actually pick 3,000K, 3,500K, sorry, 4,000K, and 5,000K. Flex watt means that on each bar you can pick, if it's a 2-foot bar, you can pick between 6 watts, 9 watts, and 12 watts. Our 3-foot is 10 watts, 12 watts, and 15 watts. And our 4-foot is 10 watts, 15 watts, and 25 watts. Karine, can you show us the dip switches in the back?
Yes, absolutely. So here's the LBI. If you go to the back, you have 2 dip switch, one that will control, as you can tell, the temperature color, and then you have the wattage. So you just need to swipe to the left or swipe to the right.
Thank you. Okay, flex controls. So we have OC2, which Karine is going to show us a little bit later. For the control part. But if we look at the actual wiring that comes with each fixture, you have your black, your green, and your white. You also have a purple and gray for your 0 to 10 volt dimming. And there's also a red wire. Your red wire is for an emergency backup that Karine will be speaking about later. Okay, so to control your flex control options, it comes with a remote that you can actually control sensitivity. You can control your daylight sensor, the whole time, your twilight time, and your twilight levels.
And Vanessa, why do we love so much the LBI?
Well, Karine, We love the LBI because it's actually 146 lumens per watt, which means that it's a DLC premium product. It has a 10-year warranty and it's over 100,000 hours in life. This product is also offered in 120, 277, and 347 volt. And to come back to what we said previously, the drivers are integrated into the fixture, which means that there is no external drivers to install. These products have the integrated drivers inside 120, 277, and 347 volts.
So the LBI also come with a choice of multiple connectors and different type of bracket to choose from. And this will allow you to design different type of lighting layouts. We have a few example right here, but we're gonna cover each of the pictures a bit later in the presentation. So let's review the connector option first. Obviously, the LBI wouldn't work without a power cable to connect to the power source. So let's look at this option first. So you have, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my option. You have either the cable with a connection to a wall outlet. It's also coming with a switch right here. Otherwise, the most popular option would be the one with the cables to connect to your junction box. That being said, if you want to link other LBIs to the same power supply, you will either need linking cables or, hard to see, but seamless connector. So let's start with the linking cables. So you would generally use those when you have, for example, two power bars that sit beside each other, such as in a truffer, like you see on my screen. So what you would do in this case is you would take one incoming power to lit the first LBI, and then you would use one linking cable to connect LBI number 1 to number 2, and one linking cable to connect LBI number 2 to number 3. It's offered in 6, 12, 18, 24, 36, 48, and 72 inches. And you can also have it customized for a special order. That said, if you want to daisy change your LBIs, you will need to choose the seamless connector over the linking cable, because this way it's going to give you the effect of a continuous run. Okay, so Vanessa touched a little bit about the OC sensor kit. So just to recap, it's a high frequency sensor. I have it here. I'm sorry, I was looking for it. It's 0-10 volt dim, and it's literally just plug and play. So got my two sides here, plug and play. If you want your sensor control to go through one LBI to another, you're going to use the seamless connector that is dim. So it's the white one. If you want to stop the sensor setting to go from an LBI to another, you're going to use the non-dim seamless connector, which is the same one, but it's going to be the gray color. Emergency driver. So when power fails, the driver will switch to its emergency mode, and it will operate the LED at full lumen output for a minimum of 90 minutes, 25 watt max load. And when the power is restored, the emergency driver will return to the charging mode. So that's how it normally works. And it's a lithium battery. So let's now talk about brackets. Let me find the one. So the LBI comes automatically with the mounting clips. These brackets are the most universal for attaching a light bar to walls, ceiling, or fixture to be retrofitted. As you can see, there's a magnet also at the back, and it's intended to hold the light bars in place when you're screwing your fixture. Suspension clips. It comes with 10 feet long cable, and it's also an adjustable length because, depending on the height of your ceiling, it's good to be able to adjust the length of your cable. We also have the 45-degree mountain bracket. So this one is ideal for cove lighting. And the 45 angle, what it's gonna do, it's gonna project the light towards the ceiling and outside of the cove. T-bar clip, super easy to use. I know they all look the same, but they all serve different purpose. So it's the fastest way to mount a light bar to a T-bar grid ceiling. Up-down clip. So again, very easy to use. You're gonna clip your shorter LBI to provide up light, and then you're gonna use a longer LBI at the bottom to provide you with down lights. This is ideal for conference room and office space. Okay, blade clip. So the blade clip is designed to provide a retrofit solution for fixture, like the one you have on your screen, that have a thin metal sheet reflector. So it's commonly used in a high bay fixture. You can use it when the distance between available mounting points is greater than the length of your LBIs. To you, Vanessa.
Well, thank you. Awesome. So here's a recap. This was a lot of information just to give you guys some important points and to take home. So this product comes in 120, 277, and 347 volt integrated driver. Okay, there's a 0 to 10 volt dimming. It is 146 lumens per watt. So it's a DLC premium product. It will work from minus 25 degrees Celsius to plus 60 degrees Celsius. It has an 80 plus CRI, optional emergency battery backup, and optional motion sensors. Okay, so we're going to go through again some of the images just to get your ideas flowing to where we can actually use the LBI. So like we were mentioning, continuous runs. So in a space like the warehouse or the archive center that we did last year, we can use them as decorative pendant mount fixtures for office spaces, more of an architectural look. Cove lighting, so anything that's hospitality, hotels, hospitals, etc. Okay, so coolers in either grocery stores or convenience stores, because our product actually will work at minus 25 degrees Celsius. These are perfect and ideal to retrofit convenience stores or grocery stores.